Welcome to Kaz's Communique. My name is Kaz and I'm an intuitive and a healer. Today's reading is going to be on love for couples. So I have 3 piles here and each pile has 2 crystals. So the crystal in each pile will represent the partner in the couple. So with pile 1 I've got Unakite and blue lace agate. Pile 2 has black tourmaline and white quartz. Pile 3 has rose quartz and citrine. So you can take your time and choose your pile. You can pause the video if you need to, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome pile 1. So I'm just going to tune into the energy here of you two as a couple. So what I'm getting is that you've been together quite some time, and there are times that you feel that you're drifting apart, and this might be one of those times. And there have been a few ups and downs in the relationship, but you've stuck together. So let's just have a look at this one here. So this person here in the relationship tends to take on a lot of the responsibility in the relationship, emotional and physical. Some of that is through choice and some of that is just through habit, because that's the way the relationship has always been. Sometimes this person feels completely overburdened, and there's almost like an eruption of emotions. Usually this person's quite steady, but when they get overwhelmed, the emotions rush out and then things settle down again. It's a bit of a cyclic thing. This person sometimes wonders why they do what they do, but really then just gets on with it. Very practical, very grounded. Sometimes they wonder why they are in a relationship, because they feel that there would be less burden if they weren't. But again, I think this person is very strongly into habits and how things should be. And so there's really no move to do anything about it. I'll just tune into this person and then look at the dynamic. Okay, so I'm getting this person's a lot less grounded and a little bit more flighty, I guess is the word. There's a lot more joy with this person, but sometimes there's a tendency to neglect responsibilities and to just want to party or have a good time all the time. They might like to spend money without thinking of the consequences. But the nature of this person does bring the other person's mood up. So this person can sometimes be tendency towards being a little run down or depressed, whereas this person's quite joyous. And that is something that helps this person. However, it also annoys this person. So as a couple, if this sounds like you, if it doesn't, you can go to another group. As a couple, you tend to rub each other's sore points, but also bring each other up. So there is a bit of a balance. But there's also friction there. So if you look to your relationship from an annual point of view, it would seem quite steady. But if you're looking at it day to day, it would be a little rocky. And like I said, you may have been together a long time and got used to this rockiness in the relationship. One of you might be feeling that you want to leave this relationship, and the Spirit's suggesting that you take some time to consider this. Now, if it's the more flighty person, you may need some practical plans if you want to leave. For the grounded person, you would really have to look after yourself, because you are so used to looking after everyone else that you don't often put that energy into yourself. Overall, this relationship can be rescued. It's a matter of one or both of you totally committing to each other and falling in love over again. So look, I feel that there is a deep love between you, but your personalities clash so much at times, it's really hard to see that. So the suggestion is to totally commit to each other for 30 days. And what this should do is change the energy. So if only one person is prepared to do that, that's fine. And that one person might feel like they're taking on the responsibility for the relationship. However, it only needs one person to change the dynamic. So every day when you wake up, say to yourself, I totally commit myself to my partner. And you will find that your perspective on your partner changes and that the relationship will change. Now, this could go one of two ways. It could be that you've realised that you've outgrown this relationship and it's time to go. Or it may be that you fall in love with your partner all over again and it's wonderful. Spirit is saying you need to give it a chance, though, to do that, and be prepared to make that commitment for 30 days, and then you'll have your answer about what to do. For some of you, there's children involved, and that's what's keeping you in a relationship together. And Spirit is saying sometimes it's better to have two separate happy parents than parents together who are unhappy. So just consider that too. So what they're saying is not to let the children influence you in your decision to stay or go, because this is about your relationship together as a couple and whether you want that to continue or not. Either way, group one, you're going to be fine in the long term, okay? No one's going to become destitute. I think that's a big worry for one or both of you in this couple, that you won't be able to make your mortgage repayments or that you won't have any financial support, but that's not the case. So Spirit's saying don't let money influence your decision either. There is a very caring side to you as a couple. I think you help look after other people too. And you feel responsibility for them as well. But Spirit wants you to draw back your energy to you as a couple and just try to, attempt a revitalisation. And if it doesn't work, then you know the relationship is over. So group one, good luck with that, and I'll see you in the next reading. Welcome group 2 to your reading. So you chose the black Tourmaline and the white Quartz. So I get the feeling that you're quite, you're a newer couple that probably hasn't been together too long. It may be less than 6 months or less than 2 years. I think one of you is feeling that you want to make this permanent and the other one's not too sure, or is a little bit slow to make that leap. So I'm just going to tune into the energy of each person. So this person's quite grounded in their approach to life. They're very practical. And I feel like there's a certain business component here, so they might be running a business or trying to set up a business. Might be self-employed or might work in the business field. So they're quite practical and have a bit of a vision for the future and where they want it to go and how they want it to be. They can be a little bit rigid and unbending at times, but it also gives them a sense of stability and groundedness. They do like to have a laugh though, so it's not all serious for this person. But very practical. This person is a little bit more impractical, but still quite grounded. So this person lives day to day, so they don't look into the far future and plan for things. They're kind of fly by the seat of their pants type of person. This person would be really keen to get into a permanent relationship because they want the fun and the laughter and I don't know, the family gathering of a wedding or something along those lines, or a big celebration to announce that. And also I feel this person probably didn't have such a great childhood. It might have been a little bit unstable. So that's where they want to have the connectedness, the permanent connectedness to someone else. As a couple, I'm getting that this person wants to rush ahead with plans to make their relationship permanent, and this person's a little bit more cautious because of their personality, but also because they've been burnt in the past. Together they're kind of like yin and yang, and so it's interesting that this is a white crystal and this is a black crystal, because they are kind of polar opposites, but they work well together because of that. Now there may be the issue of having children here and whether they want them. It may be that one person already has children. And there might be different points of view on how to raise those children. For some of you though, there's no children involved. And one of you might be really cautious about having children and the other one really, really wants children. So that's a big discussion that you would have to make. For some of you, you might move in together shortly if you aren't already living together. I think this person would like to be cautious and structure how you're going to live together, and this person just, let's just do it. So where this person can be quite slow and this person can be quite fast, as a couple it becomes a medium-paced life. So this person will be wanting holidays and adventure and all those things, and this person wants to stay at home and work. So you balance each other out because of that. I'm seeing yeah, there is a balanced lifestyle because of how you interact together. Now for some of you, this is a relationship that won't last forever, and for others of you, it will last a long term. So that is just what it is. Sometimes we come together in relationships to heal wounds from the past, and then there's no need for the relationship again. I don't get that this is an overly dramatic relationship. There is fun and there is work, and they rub along together nicely. There's a fair bit of travel here with this group, with this couple. And it might be that this person is looking at budgets and things for travel, and this person is looking at the lovely brochures and getting excited about places to go. The angels are saying, be at peace with who the other person is, because you can't change someone else, you can only change yourself. So if your partner frustrates you anytime, you need to look at why you're feeling frustrated. It's not necessarily their stuff, it might be your stuff. There is a sense of maturity to this relationship, so it might not be the first relationship you've ever been in. And I do get quite a relaxed energy around it. There isn't major drama. Alright, Group 2, that's all I have for you today. If you'd like to see more of this content, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome, Group 3, to your reading. So with this group right away, I'm getting that with this partnership, I'm getting there's a fair bit of drama. Okay, so this person in the partnership here is very much an extrovert. They're out there, they're talking to people, they're partying, they're wanting to experience new things, they're adventurous, they're happy-go-lucky, but maybe a little flighty, so not so committed to the relationship maybe. This person here has a tendency to be jealous. So when this person is out there being their happy-go-lucky self, this person perhaps thinks that there's something more going on than what is. And it causes a lot of friction in the relationship. So it may have been that this person here did give this person reason to be jealous in the past, but it hasn't happened recently. But that betrayal, if you like, is still working itself out in the relationship. This person desperately wants to be with this person here and is willing to put up with bad behaviour to a point, but they will express it. This person here in some ways really wants to be free and really wants to go their own way and enjoy life, and feels that this person is dragging them down. There is still love between the couple, but sometimes that can feel like a burden. And with this one, it really does feel like a burden. This person has a lot to give to others, and this person doesn't feel like they're ready to receive too much from others. So that again causes friction, because this person feels that this person is too clingy, and this person feels that this person is too independent. And there's a fair amount of, I'm getting screaming in the relationship, and maybe even cold silences. Like it can be very frosty at times. This person is likely to erupt when being pushed too far. So if this person's jealousy gets out of control, this person erupts. And from their point of view, it's like, how much more can I tell you that whatever happened is over and I won't do that again? this person doesn't believe them. So there's lack of trust in the relationship. So the angels are giving the same advice that they gave to group 1, which is basically commit to the relationship for 30 days. So each day when you get up and each day before you go to bed, just tell yourself, I commit myself to this person 100%. And you don't have to both do it. If one of you is willing to do it and the other one isn't, that's fine, because it still changes the energy. And what that commitment does is it lets you know whether you should stay in the relationship or leave the relationship. So the energy of the relationship will change. So it might be your perspective of the other person changes. That change in perception can mean, oh, I really don't want to be in this relationship. Or it can mean, I really love this person, I really want to be with them, so let's rebuild that trust that we lost. Recommitting to each other also allows you to see what you've got going on within yourself. So we're often battling in relationships to get our needs met because they haven't been met in the past. But the angels are saying it's up to you to meet your own needs, not a partner or your children or anyone else in your life. It's up to you. For some of you, you may decide to go different ways. And I get the feeling that you will stay friends, maybe in the same friendship group. But you won't rekindle the relationship because it wasn't right. For others of you who do recommit to each other, I see a much more solid bond, but I also see that you probably benefit from going to couples counselling or seeing a therapist individually and then going to couples counselling. Okay, group 3, that's all I have for you today. If you would like more of this content, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.